Toxic relationships are more fun. I was with somebody who gave me everything, was good to me, let me like do whatever I want whenever I wanted. I felt empty like inside. I felt lonely. I felt empty. I felt like
What's up, YouTube? Poor Man Podcast back with another video. Today's video is going to be Are Toxic Relationships More Fun by 8 at the Table. Before I get into the video though, gotta do the YouTube stuff. The goal is 75,000 subscribers by August. It's a crazy goal, it's a big goal, but it's my goal. I know the way I'm gonna get to my goal is if you give me the HBO special. Do you know what the HBO special is? That's the Help a Brother Out special, alright? So go on and help a brother out. Hit the like and the subscribe button for more content. I'm gonna give y'all a second to do that. Alright, now let's get to the video. Are toxic relationships more fun by 8 at the Table? Let's see what they gotta say.
Toxic relationships more fun?
toxic relationships are more fun. I was with somebody who gave me everything, was good to me, let me like do whatever I want whenever I wanted. I felt empty like inside. I felt lonely. I felt empty. I felt like a hole inside of me. But I feel like now, you know what I'm saying, my man's a little toxic and stuff, but the sex is good. And yeah, I just feel more emotionally connected to that person because we go through certain things and then we make up, you know? So it's like, it's pretty toxic.
So you like bad guys?
No.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it sounds like. You said you had a man, right? He was good to you, right? He helped teach you certain things and everything was good, but you still felt it was like an emptiness there. It was like lack of passion or something like that.
Yeah.
Right? But then now the bad guy, you know, he more like he's going to give you the drama. I think, do you think that like you're attracted to drama, like you want the drama in your life?
I really don't think that though.
Literally
I don't think I'm
that.
attracted to drama.
Well, you just said
That's what you're implying.
You say your man that you with now is more toxic than the man that you was with, but this man brings is it more exciting to you? Is it like, tell me, like, what do you think it is?
Like, I just feel closer to the person than what I did, even to the person that I was with in a longer stretch or period of time. You get it? So I still felt disconnected from that person because it was like not much emotionally going on. Yeah, how do you feel about toxic relationships?
And I think that the mentality on the way, I think the past, growing up and watching past traumas or having traumas, I'm so addicted to, or I should say, it's like I think that this is normal.
Are you gonna would you marry a woman you like that you have a toxic, exciting relationship with?
No. I would never marry a woman that I have a toxic.
Men have way too much to risk in marriage to just be throwing it away because... And here's the thing about these mentalities, and I was looking at this research study on dopamine, all right, dopamine in chimpanzees. And what they found was when there was uncertainty, the dopamine of these chimps would go through the roof. So what the experiment was a chimp had to pull a lever. And if he pulled the lever 10 times, I believe it was, he'd get a prize. And it usually was some kind of treat or whatever it may be. But regardless, he'd get a prize. And so they were tracking the dopamine levels in the monkeys, and it turns out the dopamine was at its highest point when it was on about the 7th or 8th crank, and he knew that he was going to get a treat. Okay, but with 100% certainty, the dopamine levels were lower. So every time the monkey pulled the lever 10 times, if there was 100% certainty the monkey would get a treat, its dopamine would be lower than if it had uncertainty on whether it would get a treat. Because the next time they did it so that the monkey would pull it 10 times, but it would only give it a 50% chance of getting a treat. The monkey spent like triple the time pulling the lever out of the day because they wanted to see if they would get the treat. It's the same mentality with gambling addicts. So when you're talking about a woman that's addicted to this dopamine of insecurity, of unsureness, of you're a gambling addict. That's what a lot of these women are. The women who like to chase guys that they know will treat them horrible, but they love the relationship sex-wise. It's because that's the reward for dealing with all the BS. It's an addiction. So you're dealing with an addict, a gambling addict is what it is. So that's just the nature of some of these women. I had a guy that he was a dancer, right? First one in, I always say this is something you want to look for in guys. first one in, last one out. So for a dancer, that meant he was posting videos on YouTube all the time to get better at dancing and to display to the world that he's a dancer. He took this stuff very serious. He ended up dating this girl. This girl, she was like this woman in the video, okay? She liked guys that would, you know, rough her up a little bit, all right, to say the least. And he was a good guy, so he didn't really care. He didn't have the jealousy. He just was kind of about love. He was about relationship. He's a relationship guy. Turns out she wanted to test his manhood, and we all know it's shit testing, okay? We all know about this over in Red Pill, but she wanted to test his manhood and see if he would basically put his foot down, okay? She said he was too nice, and then she started messing with him, bugging him, bothering him, this and that. What she ended up doing to get under his skin, ultimately, was she deleted all of his videos from YouTube. She deleted all of his videos from YouTube, and she stole his Xbox and said, if you want it, you got to come get it. For no reason. No apparent reason at all, just because she wanted to see if he would become aggressive. Just because she wanted to see if he could put his foot down or whatever it may be. Turns out the dude, he called the police on her. So, I mean, I don't know how else you handle that situation. Either you go over there and dish a ass whooping, or you just call the police on him. What can you really do? He decided to call the police. He ended up getting his Xbox back, and the relationship was over. And I told him, that's your best bet. Because these women are addicted to that behavior. It's a dopamine rush they get from the uncertainty. Okay, so they're gamblers, and that's something you should probably go get help with. But if you're a man, don't deal with no women like that. That's the quickest way to go crazy. Let's get back to it.
But however, it's satisfying a side of me that I grew up watching my whole entire life. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, but I know better. So the reason why I won't marry it because I know better. So, dealing with someone, knowing that it's toxic, knowing that, we always in arguments, whole 9 yards. Like at one point of my life, like I thought that was what a relationship supposed to look like. You know what I'm saying? Until now, I don't want to deal with that type of drama, but it is. I understand the drama, the passion behind it. You in your mind psychologically, you think that if this person ain't treating you or acting a certain way, that this person don't love you, which is the dumbest thing that I ever. I
thinking that. I was thinking that. I'm like, why this guy let me fly out whenever I want? He paid for all my hotels when I'm in Miami with my friends. He must not love me. Like, no, that's really how I felt. Like, I felt like he don't have no passion for me. Like, you know what I mean?
Because he just allowed you to do whatever you wanted to do.
Yeah, he was never jealous. He ain't ever care. He paid for all my trips.
Why would you want a man to be jealous though? What do you get? Would you get a kick out of that or something?
No, it's not a kick out of a man being jealous, but it's like, if you passionate about something, you protect it, whether it be your business, your car, like your home. Like if you have a level of passion for it, you're gonna protect it, or be like, you know what I mean? You're not just gonna let everyone drive your whip. You're not gonna let everyone come over your crib. You know what I mean?
I definitely agree. I definitely agree on that part. But are you trying to create situations for him to be jealous?
Oh no, I'm not like that. No, I don't do that.
But you just think that he should have been a little bit more attentive or protective of you. In other words, you want your man to have some type of control.
That's why he a man, yeah.
I mean, we live in an age that a lot of women be from here saying, that's a toxic relationship is a man that's in control of his relationship nowadays. Like if you hear a lot of women saying that, he too controlling. Like, I like someone who do take control. I do. Like, I don't mind it. Like, like. What do you see in a man that's in control? Like a man that's willing to lead or take control. So you like a leader. So you like your man say, babe, don't throw that on. You're doing too much now. Yeah. You like that. Mm-hmm. All right. So do you think,
buy me the stuff you want me to throw on?
Well, but that's what you say. Like, buy me. All right. 100%.
And I'm gonna throw it on, and I'm never gonna throw that on no more.
See, and women will do these small tests, these shit tests too. And this is just the final thoughts of the video to see where you are. And this is why I always tell dudes, have boundaries. Okay, have boundaries that you're not willing to let people cross. You got to have that in life in general, because life is full of things that'll take you off your grind. You got to have something that says, nah, I'm not going to let it go that far. All right, because when you give an inch, they take a mile. I seen too many times where like girls would do things that's on the line just to kind of see where the line is, because that's natural. You're going to test out the water, see how much you can get away with. If you allow a woman in a relationship to get away with too much, you lost. Okay? And it's not even because, it's because nobody respects a person. No woman wants a man that can be stepped over. Why? Because life is hard and women need a man that's going to take charge. If you allow a woman to step on you, what are you going to allow other men to do in a competitive environment? So men who get stepped over, they tend to be less successful. So that confidence that they're asking for when they want you to display that is something that tends to help you with success in the future. But it's still just a weird. Me personally, if there's a woman that's doing all that and trying to figure out and trying to be in a toxic relationship and she worships this and she rolling her neck and saying okay and saying period poo and this and this, I ain't got time for that. All right, I just kick them to the curb and stay on my grind, because women are gonna come and go if you stay doing what you got to do. But if you allow women to start to sway your opinion, you're not sturdy enough. Women like sturdiness. As you've seen at the end of the video, no matter how wild she gets, she's still gonna like a guy that says, no, that's past my boundaries. Take that off, go change. All right. No, you're not going out tonight in Miami with your girlfriends half naked, with your single girlfriends half naked. Nah, I'm not okay with that. And if you want to do that, you could do that, but you ain't gonna do it with me. You're gonna do it single. All right. So those boundaries are things that women tend to enjoy, regardless of what women say. It's always a contradiction in that sense. I've never seen a woman that's okay doing whatever she wanted to do anytime she was able to do it. Till next time.